Oh, welcome back to the Ascendant Lands. Last time we left off, you had some a bit of fun, chilling while Talari went off to shop. While shopping, Talari um, got a ring of a ring that could produce the same effect of the spell Tiny Hut, which can
Yes.
provide the group protection during a long rest. While also in the city, she heard of a John the Contract Maker who was looking specifically for Krusk, as well as any other member of the Justice Collective, for whatever reason John may have had. And So now the Thoradin has the ring of as well as promised funds being swapped around between you to compensate for the expense Talari has paid.
Mhm.
We rejoin you guys now after finishing your rest of your half a day's travel from Mistress City, and it's been pretty smooth sailing as you've been traveling along. It's been fairly busy. There's lots of people with wagons packed, laden with food and other goods destined for any other city across the realm. The Chantiers farmlands that you're traveling through is fairly flat. The land is made to be irrigated and have very arable land, so that the farmers or anyone in any of the cities can grow food and animals and crops for the very hungry many hungry citizens of the realm. There are a lot of Helm encampment mercenaries patrolling the area, and you get a sense of it's likely the safest area you've traveled through in a very long time. It's the most people, the most like armed presence of capable fighters that you've like traveled through in a while, as well as it being fairly picturesque at the same time. Um, So yeah, so you guys finish your first day of travel, and yeah, it's fairly smooth sailing. Still nice sunny weather. They're getting to the end of summer, but it's still warm for now.
Cool.
Um,
So, okay. For the first rest that we've done, did we use
uh,
the hut,
you,
or did we not do
you,
that yet?
you are in your beginning or just ending your first day of travel, or first
Oh,
half
okay,
day of
okay,
travel.
okay.
So
Oh, okay. So cool,
you
cool, cool.
Yeah, we had half a day left, so we
Yeah,
decided to just keep
cool.
going.
Yeah.
just to keep going.
Yeah, we did.
I suppose.
Precisely, yeah.
I suppose this. Whenever we do stop, we should try this ring out. Did you?
Makes sense.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you attune to it, Thoradin? And did you
Yeah,
understand
well,
what this
I've
thing
had time
does?
to. Yeah, yeah. I've just been checking out the ring, making sure it's nice and shiny.
Yeah.
Got to maintain the ring.
So, well, as long as it says it does what they say it does. I never, even if they don't work in the oddity shop, I don't always trust merchants.
Yeah, we should try and pop the cherry and use it at some point.
I mean, yes, okay. Unless words.
Let's go.
Do we have any idea how we're gonna persuade these Myrkul priests? I mean, we're basically asking them to pick a god, aren't they? Between their new one and their old one.
Well, we're kind of not just asking them that, we're asking them to honor the ascendancy in what it should be, because I guess it depends on how we see it. We should either give them the vibe of, or we should make your Myrkul truly powerful by giving him the old one's power and just kind of send them off and let them do their thing.
Mm.
or we need to say that the true Myrkul Prime is, not dead, but locked away, and he never got his true chance to be his godhood during the Ascendancy, so we should give him that.
Can we
I
not
guess
just say, look, we've got half your god's power in this amulet. Do you want it back or not?
I don't
Because
know.
that's the actual situation. Like, surely whichever god they want, actually having them able to fucking function is the good thing, right?
That's true, but the question is, are they loyal to the current Myrkul and don't want Myrkul Prime destroying the current Myrkul, even if there's a small possibility of that?
Their problem.
Well,
I get
yes,
that,
but it also
but
is our
it
problem.
becomes our problem if they decide, no, we don't want that to happen, so we're not going to be evidence for you. Never mind. Bye.
I mean, I can't see why they would, but
You never know.
What if they're in on it?
Myrkul's not your
in
god.
on what?
The whole Myrkul splitting, fake Myrkul thing.
How would they know? Only 3 people banned Myrkul, and that was, I have
It's
no.
like thousands of years ago to
That
boot.
was. Why did I only write the god of divination, Mistra, Azutha, and someone else?
Hmm.
Savras, that was it.
I've thought of another problem as
Mhm.
well. If the Myrkul lot are working with Sirix's lot, right?
Well,
And
were they-
we roll up, with a Justice Collective, might they like just bag us all in prison or something? Or
Okay, so
probably
there's
try and
two-
kill us, considering they follow the god of death and murder.
Yeah.
You can break
So
out of prison. I've done it before.
hopefully the symbol hasn't changed, but I'll know if any death cult are around. I guess the main question will be
The old death cult, absolutely fucking nothing. They're like Myrkul's on his side. He's one of the enemy. We're willingly walking into an enemy camp and going, "Can you do us a favor?"
Hmm.
without, leverage. We have leverage. The question is if it's a leverage that's good enough, or if it's a leverage they're actually
Right.
interested in.
Yeah, and also whether they decide to just stick a bag over all of our heads, nick the amulet, and go to Mistress City without us.
This is a possibility, really.
Definitely a
This was
possibility.
your idea.
Really. I know it was my idea. I am not good at thinking of ideas. I've told you all this.
Hmm.
And yet you're the most level-headed of the entire pack, so,
It's
we
giving
were
me
fucked
problems.
from the beginning.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I am the one coming up with good ideas. We are completely and utterly fucked. But nevertheless, this seems to be how the world is going.
Look, I think, Thoradin, you know people. Could we get disguises? Maybe get someone to approach the Myrkul priests without us going directly in so we can feel them out first?
We could
I'm
just.
sure I know a guy. I mean, Thieves Guild would have been a good shout.
Could we not just attend one of their sermon things?
Doesn't take
Well,
away
how
the
does that
fact that
stop them
we're
putting a
the
bag over all of our
JC.
heads? Yeah.
Mm. Oh, as
Well,
long as
what the thing is if they want the amulets, they've got to get us all in one place, or at least all the amulets in one place. So decent insurance would quite possibly be not taking both of the amulets.
Oh, that reminds me.
Yeah.
I can't remember who she gave the amulet to.
Nadia.
But she'll.
I think I've got it at the moment. Yeah.
Should I take the amulet back? At least I could use magic to get away if necessary.
I can still
We're like
run.
4 days. We're like 4 days travel away. I'm worried about when we actually walk into the city.
Okay.
I think we need our most democratic, our most persuasive, and our least justice-orientated member to go put out feelers, which I feel personally, worryingly, is Thoradin.
I mean, I may have a contact in Myrkul Village that I could actually go to about this.
That would be super helpful.
I think I know a guy.
Well, which is your contact going to be of use to us in this particular situation?
I think so. He's been overused in the past.
For things like
I
this,
think he
I
can
mean,
be
a lot of
abused.
your friends seem to be very stabby, stabby,
Dodgy.
bashy, bashy.
Well, there was
Just going
that
to say
great
dodgy.
guy in.
Nothing wrong with being stabby.
I mean, yes,
There
but
was,
not
there was
in
that
this
great
particular.
wizard guy.
Great
Aha.
wizard.
Aha, yeah.
We need
that was
an
my contact.
information gatherer.
The lizard man.
That's the thing here.
Yeah,
Okay.
we need a more delicate touch, not a battering ram.
Yeah, this guy keeps his ears to the streets.
Okay.
He'll know
Fair.
what the word in the street is.
Then that would be great.
Yeah.
We should. Well, you should talk to them. I don't think all of us should run straight into a village of people that are to a god that's allied with our enemy, and
I mean,
we're all listed as very, very somehow well-known people, especially with someone
I'm probably-
shouting for contracts or whatever.
I'm probably the most famous out of all of us here, so I've got to be careful. I can't really hide my height.
Do you
it's-
have a
it's
have a
huge.
name or a contact or something? You know, Talari, Krusk, can't you like disguise him magically or something?
I mean,
This hut doesn't have
no.
like a wardrobe, does it?
Feels too much
Yeah.
like lying. I don't have any spells which do stuff like that.
Wow.
Wow, really RP.
Wow.
Well, choice.
Okay.
No, I don't really have. I mean, I'm more about healing the wounds, not, I could cover you up in bandages. I'm swimming in gauze.
It's actually a good idea. Why don't you just bandage him up? He can
Well,
be
I
like a
was-
band victim or something.
I was gonna say if I make myself look like a homeless
A lot
person.
of attention. Come on.
No, the one person that can get by is a homeless person. People don't really pay attention. They don't want to pay attention to them. Put some mud on myself, take out my braids, mess
It's a
up
good
my
idea,
hair.
actually.
I
Yeah.
have to admit he's not wrong. I've had to do that a few times. It's pretty easy to get away with stuff.
Isn't Thoradin pretty buff though? When it look weird if he's like super jacked and
We'll put him.
homeless.
We'll put him in like
I mean, I could
rags
got
and
kicked down the
clothes.
street.
Hide all the, you know.
Assuming there's homelessness in the city. Myrkul Village.
You know a lot of places. Have you been there before? Is there a lot of homeless, or did they just kill them off?
I assume I've been here before, Matt. Is there homeless people?
It's a
Talari-
village to the god of
Nice.
death, so I wouldn't be surprised by much.
So they
I mean,
just kill the homeless.
I mean, if you're
So
going
I
to provide a sacrifice, you might as well start at the bottom of,
yeah,
know,
yeah, they
society.
probably just kill them.
Do
Oh
we
my
know about
God.
their practices, Matt? Like, do they have like a death ritual or holiday or
They
something?
sacrifice them for crops, legit.
Is that actually what they
Yeah.
do? Why don't? What's the etiquette? Maybe we could pretend to be bringing in like a sacrifice for the crops.
And who's going to be the sacrifice?
Well, we don't have to actually
I-
kill them. We can
I
just
think they'll
pretend.
want evidence of a
Going a
sacrifice.
bit far, guys. Come on, we can think of a better idea than that.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the someone pretends to be a farmer. They're bringing him forward in for sacrifice.
Okay, you like it a little too
Right,
much. What
no,
happened to
no,
the
no,
honesty a second ago?
Yeah.
Alright.
Also, why? Why do we need to bother with that?
Infiltrate, isn't it?
It seems that the
To infiltrate anything.
we have our contact. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I've
Yes.
lost track of the plan. I just want
We need to get to the contact.
You just
Sorry,
want,
without
you
being
just
spoiled.
want to act like somebody in a flipping tale. Oh, we're bringing him in as a sacrifice. The surprise is not actually. We want to talk to these people and get them to help us, not dick them around.
So why are we sneaking in at all then? Why don't we just walk in? and
Because
talk
we
to
think
them?
they want to kill us. That's why.
we're getting lay of the
Spoiled.
land, Krusk. Lay of the
And I've
land.
no
we
idea why they
just-
want us.
Want Thoradin to be able to talk to his contact without
Yeah.
being noticed as one of the Justice Collective, which they most likely hate us for and will want to
Sneaking
kill
at
us
2
for.
a.m.
I mean, remember, Krusk.
Everybody will be asleep.
Yeah, but the
Myrkul
question is, how do we
is on our list.
contact the contact.
Myrkul is on your
Oh,
list
yeah, he'll
of
be asleep as
Cyric
well.
allies as well. So you have to be much
yeah.
Well,
be
yeah,
careful.
this was what I was saying. This was my
Yes.
point. That was the whole thing that started this argument.
Maybe a cloak will
Thoradin,
work.
do you have a way to contact your contact from afar? Like, could you use maybe the sending stones we have?
Cacaw.
They go straight to Arg. That's the
We
problem.
go to Arg.
They go directly
Yeah.
to Arg.
Didn't you used to be part of the Thieves Guild, Thoradin? Not that I approve, but do they
Yeah,
have any
that's-
sneaky
I
ways
was
in
That
and
was
out?
his
Yeah.
contact.
Well, I thought
Yeah.
wasn't that through Guile?
that is
that
his-
was. I thought.
Yeah.
Do you not know any of their ways, Thoradin? You were
I
speaking.
have a handshake.
Yeah,
I
you
know
have the
it.
secret handshake and stuff, right?
Yeah, or you like talk to the.
I know it.
the
I know the
tree and-
handshake. I don't
I know you know the handshake. Wasn't Guile like ribbing you about it? He knew you were. He knew you were up to something, to Guile.
I think
Yeah,
the farmer
actually,
sacrifice
that's a good
plan
point.
is
I
the best
don't
plan.
know the
You should do
handshake
that.
because I obviously did something wrong.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
But
Yeah,
I
they-
don't know
they
what it
sussed you
is.
out.
Arthur knows what it is, but I don't know what it is.
well, if so, basically, I think our current strongest plan is to disguise Thoradin and have him meet his contact to get a lay of the
Yeah.
land.
Give me a cloak. Should be right.
Just to, I
You're
mean,
not having my cloak, Thoradin.
I have my old
I need
robes.
mine.
You can use my old robes.
well,
Yeah.
maybe
myself
Turi.
out.
I mean,
This is making my head hurt.
I know. Obviously, you're quite attached to it, but you do have your cloak that shrouds you in darkness. Could potentially help Thoradin sneak around the city.
My
Because
shadow shawl.
somebody sneaking around in a cloak with their face shrouded in darkness isn't as suspicious as all fuck.
I mean, it
To be
is.
fair, Turi's been doing
it's-
it every town we've been to, and she hasn't been pulled up for
Okay,
anything.
okay.
Also-
I've been
this is-
lightening
also-
that a little bit, but it's bright days are just uncomfortable. Okay.
She
No,
has
just-
a decent excuse. If anyone's like, "Why are you all shrouded in things?" She can be, "I'm a drow, you asshole," and
You
they'll
can
be
just say it
like,
doesn't
"Oh
like the
yeah,
sun.
okay."
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
just say I'm hungover, asshole. I just.
Yeah, yeah,
even
exactly.
I'm a dwarf. I'm hungover. I know.
Hungover,
I'm fine.
I mean,
I
you're
like it.
you're going to a city for the dead. Like they probably do walk around, skulking around in the shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
true.
look
You know?
That's
depressed.
why I'm suggesting.
I wouldn't be
wear my,
surprised.
black book.
People around a circle, hoods up, shrouded in darkness, killing
Chanting random
goats.
shit.
Yeah.
I
It's.
mean,
I just picture it in my head. Pentagram on the floor.
Oh dear, is this really what people do in these cities?
I mean, it's a god.
Really?
I mean, Myrkul's a
Really?
god. He's a god of death, of course. I mean, if anyone's going to
People
do it,
stand around in robes sacrificing goats.
I mean, I'm not a follower of Myrkul specifically. I don't really ask about his practices. But if I had to hazard a guess,
You would say they stand around in robes
Exactly.
sacrificing
I
goats.
feel like the
We've
process
already
of death is
established-
probably fairly important to the village.
Yeah,
but
we've
I'm
already
not
es-
sure quite what level.
we've already established they do sacrifices for crops. I mean, if they're kind of going that far, if you're going to make it, you might as well make a show of
You
it.
might as well wear a robe and do some ominous
Yeah.
chanting while you're at it.
Yeah, exactly. Make it worth
Is
people's
there even
while.
a shortage of crops? Like, will they just be doing this year round?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why there's not a shortage of crops.
Oh, exactly, Krusk. How do you know that that's the reason the crops are so
Yeah.
bountiful? The
Yeah.
blessings of the gods.
There's gonna be shortage of homeless people.
Yeah.
At some point.
Do you know anything, Thoradin, about how the sacrifices work? Like, do you volunteer? Is it like an honor? Do they just call
Well,
up
I
people?
really don't like where you're going with this.
Don't have
Like,
a choice.
just
I
stop
just think-
asking
I just
these
think-
questions.
I just think we should explore all our options.
I really don't think we need to explore this option, though.
I think we need to. Why are you so keen to sacrifice somebody, Krusk?
No, I just think Thoradin would make a. He's got good acting skills, I think he could pull it off.
No,
I don't want to be ever in that situation. Christ.
No,
No.
I agree.
no, we are not. We are
No,
here to
no.
ask them for help. We do not want to dick them around. What are they going to do if they find out we've been twatting them around? They're just going to go fuck off.
Exactly.
Or
So-
indeed go, all right, we're going to sacrifice a lot of you then, or just regular Joe kill us, or lock us up.
And just
It
walk in,
only
Thoradin.
happens once a year. The sacrifice.
Just walk in. No
Ah.
one's going to ask you anything
Then
if you're on
just
your own.
regular Joe kill us, or lock us up.
Just walk in, Thoradin, on your own.
Well,
I think you'll be fine.
the sacrifice
Tyr's
is
gonna
actually
take off
passed.
the shadow shawl.
Ooh.
Just put it on and
We've got
Like
4
Thoradin's
days to
head with
get
it.
there yet.
No, we're just testing it out, making sure he can see. It's magical darkness, but I don't know if it affects him differently because he's a
Oh,
dwarf.
yeah. Oh, I'll keep this, Tory. This is nice.
Oh my god.
Okay,
This is
okay.
nice.
Easy boy.
You look ridiculous.
So
Even
puts
smells like you.
Oh my
puts
God.
the web.
That's-
That's
Oh,
very creepy,
God.
Thoradin.
Oh
Also,
god.
you look ridiculous.
puts the
Fucking
spider
great
silk
shirtless dwarf.
kind of hood on. Complete darkness
With
with
a
a beard
shawl.
poking out.
Yeah, with
Oh,
the
yeah.
beard.
Yeah.
If I remember the picture, it only covers the face, so the beard will just.
Yeah. Mm.
It's just a ridiculous image.
Okay, I think we're going to have to do something about the beard, or maybe we just go
He
with
can
my
just tuck it in.
previous.
It'll be
Yeah,
fine.
What's he going to tuck it into his trousers?
it's a lot
Under
of
the-
beard. Is my question.
I'm not.
It just
Yeah.
stick out the bottom of the thing.
Yeah. We could.
Well, if he wears a robe, he can tuck it into the robe, can't he?
That's true. And Turi goes in her pack and finds her like black robes as well. Like puts her old cloak around him, that kind of thing. Yeah, no, this can work. We can make you look like a really doomy, gloomy homeless person. That's fine.
Not homeless.
Just a
Well, we-
regular
Depressed
person who
and dark,
shuffles
yeah,
around with their
yeah.
hood up all day.
Oh, Turi, basically, then.
I accept that.
I'll try not to get it dirty.
Don't worry too much. I don't worry much anymore anyway.
So you're going to be what? A drunk person? I don't understand. You're not being homeless.
He
What's-
just doesn't.
What exactly
he just
is the
needs to-
persona
Absolutely
here?
isn't Thoradin, it's fine!
Yes, he just needs
He's
to
just
not be
somebody.
Thoradin.
He's
I'm
just
just-
somebody who isn't the fucking Justice Collective, okay? Just
Yeah.
Well-
anybody who isn't us.
I know
Gotta
that,
cover
but
up
you
his
know you got to
face.
you got to like you don't want to improvise it on the fly. You know that's when you fall over. You know that's when you trip over. You know last thing.
Talari, are you a theatre student? Is that what this is?
No.
Did you do
She's
acting
secretly
classes?
a bard. She's
No,
secretly
no,
a bard.
no.
Yeah.
It just makes sense, you
Ah,
know. Prepare beforehand.
I think we've hit a string here. There's a fabric line there. I just want to keep pulling on.
She's secretly bard. He used to be a
It's
bard
okay.
Gotcha.
I've already
performer.
got an alias. It's fine.
Thoradin is used to this dodgy shit. He did all this dodgy shit all the time with Guile.
True.
If he can't
That's
think
true.
up a fake name, then what good is he?
Just call yourself City if you get stuck.
Mm,
Names.
Oh, please don't. Please
No.
don't.
Wow.
You will 100% be looked at as crazy person. Don't do that.
It's okay, Thoradin.
Oh my god.
No, City is trash. I've got a better name.
Wow.
Oh, you just meant
Now
the
that's
words
rude.
and not the cat.
I mean,
That's just rude.
City sounds like trash. You know.
Cover the
is
cat's
kind-
ears, Krusk. It will be
It's-
sad.
It's
if it
kind
is
of
Thoradin.
the dirt that comes out of a chimney, so
Yeah.
it is literally.
I'm trying to get away from the homeless vibe, Krusk.
It's gonna pat Krusk on the shoulder. No, it's great for a black cat, but for a person, it's just a bit, you know.
Gus is just like shaking his head. City's a fine name.
I mean, isn't that why you
I'd-
called
For a
the cat
cat.
City? Because it was covered in black like soot?
It
Wasn't
makes
that-
sense.
Well, you know what? That never occurred to me.
Oh wow. Fair enough.
Krusk, I don't know if you're just
You can't tell
an
if he's pulling your
idiot,
leg, can you?
an idiot who somehow manages to get by, or you're secretly a genius and all of us just don't understand it.
Gus just looks at you questioningly.
I'm getting a vibe here, people.
Which vibe are you getting?
Leaning towards the
Which-
idiot.
Which vibe are you getting?
Oh dear. Wow. I'm looking
So
for.
what is actually the plan? Thoradin hides himself and then goes to talk to his mate in the oddities shop
Mhm.
to find out if they're going to try and clap us all in prison if we go.
Yes.
That and to get a gauge on how the priests may feel about
The
there
Justice Collective.
being a there being a prime Myrkul and
Oh,
what
yeah,
that
two
means for their
Myrkuls.
current.
Mhm.
God.
But yeah, we need to find out where the hatred meter is for the Justice Collective. Because if we all
well,
rock
that
up,
that too. We want to know
you
if we 100%
Especially-
kill those guys or like 25%. I don't like them, but I don't know them.
Yeah, especially given that releasing the old Myrkul involves going into the realm of death, and I do not wish to make any. If we end up going to the realm of death, I do not want to go. If anybody is likely to bang the door in my face when I try and fucking well come back.
I mean, this is the other side of the argument as well. I mean, we were going to do it later, but if we do find that they are willing to talk to us, one of the finer things we could talk about is how do we even get to this
The realm of
place?
death.
You know, I mean, if
Hmm.
anyone's going to know how to reach their god, it's going to be the
These
Well,
Myrkul.
guys.
yeah,
you know.
that's their problem. That's their problem.
I
I
mean,
have a feeling they'll ask
it's-
us.
I mean,
A strong
yes,
suspicion.
it is, but
Exactly, and
it-
I have a strong suspicion they'll ask us because they want to fucking get rid of us, and they can just not bring us back.
maybe, but I mean, that goal also aligns with my own goals.
Oh.
I have a personal interest in restoring
In
Myrkul to
sorting
power.
out the undead problem.
So while it is their problem, it is also my problem as well.
That's
Hmm.
a good point. I'd forgotten about that.
Hmm.
Okay, so we're in
Nevertheless,
agreement.
if they're likely to bang the door in my face when I try and come back, I don't want to go.
And that
No.
is why we will have Thoradin go in, talk to his contact, get his contact to do some talking around and get back to us outside of the city, and then the village, sorry, and then we decide our next move from there.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, one advantage is in theory, if Myrkul Prime is the winner of this bout, he may seem fit to just send us back himself. Or I could maybe ask Kellenvor. I mean, they're closely aligned with Death and Dead. He
Wait.
might be
Is
able to
this?
send us back.
Is it not guaranteed? Could the other Myrkul we don't want to win?
very possibly, yes.
Curse.
As
Well,
far well, I'll let you know, Krusk.
We actually have a stake in
we
which
don't- we-
Myrkul
no.
wins.
As long as one of them is restored, it really doesn't matter which.
I was
Okay,
going
Okay,
to
so
say,
we don't
I
mind
don't-
who goes
No.
back.
No.
I
Because
don't
think
give
of
a
it
shit.
this way: if Prime Myrkul wins, he'll likely think, "Oh, you guys, managed to get me out and put me back to birth, so you can go home." If current Myrkul wins, "Oh, you guys gave me all of this power, now I can do my job properly. You can go." Is
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
I'm
but
hoping.
current Myrkul is on Cyric's side, and
That's
Bane's
true.
side. It might be like, I can help them out, and so you cannot go home. I'm gonna, I don't
Yeah.
know, wrap you up in a sack and give
Is
you
he
to
like
Bane.
a lawful kind of feeling god, or is he pretty chaotic? Because
Not
there is a
Myrkul.
chance we
Think-
can do a deal.
I would imagine
Total
he's
dickhead, I
Myrkul.
think.
Death is pretty a neutral thing, isn't it? So
That's what I feel like, Surely he'd be like, well, yes, you're the enemy of my ally, but you did kind of do me a solid, so
I think it depends why he sided with Cyric.
indeed. Could be because he's weaker, and if we give him more powers, then he's no longer weaker.
neutral evil. That makes sense.
Okay, so shit. Never mind.
But
what does
but
neutral mean again? It
That's
just
literally
means
the least chance
like-
of possibly making a deal.
like how would you describe neutral evil? Hang on.
they just do what they want, kind of.
No, that's
Well,
chaotic
no.
neutral.
It's not quite that, but they don't have to stick to any rules.
Neutral
so
evil.
to speak.
Kind of basically
Okay.
do whatever they can get away with without compassion or qualms.
Oh.
Basically,
Doesn't
that's
sound
neutral. That's
Cool.
neutral evil.
Fairly unlikely to kind of do us a solid.
Yeah,
But
I
then
feel that.
again, Prime Myrkul might be the same. Might just kind of go, well, thanks for that. Now you're in my domain, and I'm going to kill you, because I like death.
Potentially. But at least current, Myrkul Prime is more likely to owe us a favor than the current one. But we have various gods on our side. Maybe they will come to our aid.
There's also a very small chance, just saying here, that our option is to literally get to the portal doorway, whatever it's going to be, that goes to death, and just kind of be like, okay, medallion, there you go, bye. And don't actually enter.
I mean, the other option is we all don't go. Only one of us does.
I'm not leaving anyone to go there by themselves.
I can't leave my comrade to suffer in the realm of death.
I mean,
You had to say that cooler than me, didn't you?
It's an option. As you were saying, Krusk, you like to have your options. So that is also an option. If we feel there's a risk, we can minimize said risk.
Unless we've got like a bungee cord for portal jumping, I'm not going to let any one of us
I
go
mean, you
alone.
could tie a rope against me, I suppose.
I don't think that's going to work.
Oh.
For some reason, it's, just saying.
True. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm more than well and willing to go. I've got Kellenvor on my side. He might be able to assist me if things go south.
Well, hopefully, if he's on your side, he's also going to be on us. Except maybe not Krusk, because Krusk has dodged death like
True.
3 times now, so.
I mean, Kellenvor, he's a neutral god as well. Like, he's very relaxed and very chill about things. You know, no ultimatums, no tsunamis, no stealing people's luck or shooting
Like a lot
lightning
of
in the
these are
sky.
targeted at one person.
Right, this is a little
It's
bit
in the past.
directed.
You know, well, okay. There's no secret killing other people. No,
There
you
you
know,
go.
resurrecting
plus.
resurrecting yourself into multiple versions. There's none of that.
I haven't done any of this bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm
you know.
free.
It's just I need some help. If you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. They doesn't really argue about the method. Just if as far as
Really?
he's concerned, I either do it or I don't.
That's true. Does seem like
You
a chill guy.
Yeah, if you've done it, you've done it.
All I'm going
You
to
get
say is,
reward.
I think if we're going to the death
And
domain of death,
Mhm.
it's very clear to me that and she looks at Krusk at this point. Bahamut is going to be way too busy to be able to help us, so we are probably going to be fairly reliant on Kelemvor, and if your other gods have a chance to aid us.
yeah,
Mm.
I mean, Cannonball has a reason to help me because I'm literally helping him do his task. He may not necessarily help the rest of you. I don't know without asking him. I mean, this is all very theoretical.
Could you, like, I don't know, like force a dream out tonight and maybe have a little question? I don't know how it works. I don't know if you can kind of
Just
just
pray.
push one back, but
I
yeah.
mean, I can ask him and see. I
So
think we
I
should
think
at least get a bit further towards that plan
Oh,
before I ask us the hypotheticals. You know,
I agree.
you crap the whip so many times, before he just starts getting annoyed.
Yeah, no, I feel like I bother Bahamut too much. I've tried to lay off. The guy's really busy. Like, super busy.
It's
So
a bit like Arg, really. You don't want to have
yeah,
to.
you know, you don't want to piss him off, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know.
Got very close.
Seems like a nice guy.
You keep pissing him off by treating him lightly.
Me?
Yes, you. You always ask him to do bloody stupid shit for you.
Well, the phylactery thing.
And identify your magic item. He rules a fucking
yeah.
city.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Krusk. I mean, not Krusk. Arg
You
is
are
my friend.
Krusk.
Arg is my friend. I'm sure
Well,
he's
he's
happy to
all of
answer
our
my
friend, but
questions.
he won't be our friend if we keep giving him stupid shit to do.
I mean,
Crosses his arms. I think it's very important.
I mean, the last time was justified. We returned to him a criminal he let escape. So,
Who has sworn to kill me? Me.
yes, which benefits mutually beneficial arrangement. That so
Mm,
you know.
Still don't like that Aloysius is still out.
Neither do
No,
I.
and we do have this John the contractor who seems to be some kind of pathway to getting you killed as well.
Yeah, I have a feeling that that's
find out
probably
about him.
Aloysius is doing.
That's true. I feel like a lot of people are trying to kill me, and I haven't even done anything to them.
Actually, thought.
Quite a lot of things too.
Okay. Wow. I don't know if we asked this, but Thoradin, do you know a John the contractor from your mercenary days?
Yeah, we asked him that last week.
Did we ask him that? Okay.
He told us a bit, I think.
knows
He
him.
just said he's really
He's a
good
murderer.
at the job, basically.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he kills people.
But
Yeah.
He wants Krusk dead, basically.
Right.
Is he
Right.
good at his job?
If he's talking about Krusk, like his name.
That's it. I do remember now. It's all coming back to me. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
But how well did you know him? Like, was it super well? Do you know his technique?
Be
What
friendly?
weapon he uses?
He's friendly.
How
He kills
strong he
people
is?
in nicely, in a friendly way.
Oh,
Tells
no,
a
but
joke while
like,
he's stabbing them.
Does
You know,
Thoradin
it's-
know him?
Knock, knock.
Is, the
What?
question is he stealthy and quiet? Is he upfront and personal? Does he use an axe? Does he use a sword? What
He was-
Sorry, who?
He was just shouting about it in the town, wasn't he?
Well, he was shouting about you, yes, but
Yeah.
is that just a bit of foreplay before he decides to find you and kill you in a different way?
No, if he's talking about Krusk, it probably means he's marked for death.
I feel you're painting murder in a very different light here, Turi.
Yeah, that's
What?
weird, Turi.
What toys do they use, and do they use? How do they do full play? Like it's a bit of an odd.
Yeah.
Look,
These are
I'm just trying to gauge here what kind of style is John
technique.
into.
Yes.
What kind of technique does he use? Is he all
Oh,
fours
shit.
with a
Okay.
big great sword,
So
or is he?
wait, I know his his
Oh my-
weapon of choice.
Oh my god.
Well, not his weapon, but he is quite a nice killer. He will
A nice
he's
killer.
gonna, if
you
he's going to
say.
claim your life, he will come to your like face to face and will say
Oh.
that he's going to claim your life.
That's a relief.
And then in the next 24 hours, you'll normally find that person's body.
So he's most likely a stealth killer. So he's
Yeah,
more like
he's
my
pretty
kind of
stealthy.
thing than your kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bit of both. Get in your face and then silently kill them later.
I've had to do that before. You say someone's marked for death, it tends to lead them to the trap you set for them. It's quite a good technique, really, because once they're paranoid, they usually put themselves in some kind of hole because they're terrified of everyone. Am I speaking out loud still? I'm speaking out loud still.
You're allowed to enjoy your work.
Not anymore.
Depends-
Not if you're an assassin.
Depends on the work.
Hey, I'm
Krusk.
the warrior. My job is killing people too.
Not assassinating is different to warrior.
Yeah.
Warrioring.
I mean,
Difference
you're
There's
you're
not
What's
a
the
huge amount
difference?
of.
Just means you don't make. It just means you make less noise about it.
I'm quite
well,
concerned that you're asking me what the difference is between assassination and.
It's kind
mean,
of,
don't you-
there's
don't you-
there's little honor in it, and most of the time you're defending yourself or you're fighting against someone else who's already fighting you.
There's
You
no
know.
honor in it, Turi. Backstabbing someone. Come on, fight face to face.
Yeah, okay, this is the past,
That's it.
okay?
Yeah, I know.
Just reminiscing somewhat.
okay.
Reminiscing.
Look, all I'm saying is that John the contractor, whoever he is, if he's a stealth killer and someone who's going to kill you at night, we should make sure he doesn't know where you are for as long as possible. And if this little hut thing protects us, then we should be okay.
Hmm.
Just check your food before you eat it if we're in a tavern.
I'm on a diet anyway, so that's fine.
Yeah, no, but you're going to eat something, aren't you?
Not much.
I mean, I can. Pretty sure I can anyway. Pretty sure I can learn a spell that will. Yeah, I can learn a spell that can help with the food side of things. It can purify. So if it does have any poisons or anything along, laced with anything, it would nullify it and make it safe. If we feel
Obviously,
this will be a thing that's going to be
It's-
likely.
I wouldn't worry about it unless we're in a place where we're going to be buying food prepared by other people. While we're foraging our own food, we don't have a problem as long as one of us is very, very visually checking when we're cooking it. And no,
I mean, all the food that I make from my spell is obviously always going to be safe.
that's true. We should maybe eat that for a while
Mm.
so we are comfortable that Krusk doesn't have a target on his back. I
Oh.
like it.
I think it's fine.
I mean, if we're cooking like out in the middle of nowhere, then I doubt anyone's poisoning our food.
No, I'm talking about when we're in a tavern and they say, "Hey, you
Ah.
want a few meals?" We're gonna be like, "No, no drinks either. Sorry."
Maybe we shouldn't be going to the tavern then.
Exactly. We'll just eat in our rooms and whatever else. Just while Krusk has, 2 more targets on his back or whatever else.
I don't really feel the targets on crossbacks ever going to reduce in number.
Okay, so maybe not that then, but just when we feel like John the contractor isn't going to be a problem anymore, which is me personally, I think is probably not going to be a problem when Aloysius is no longer a problem.
Potentially. Unless there's another party that wants Krusk dead. Didn't he piss off Certes Deep at some point?
Yeah, I think we all pissed off Steve.
True.
I think we definitely all pissed them off.
I mean, I'm trying to list all the places that Krusk is specifically pissed off, but yes.
It's not
Maybe
as many as you think.
Maybe just a couple here or there.
Yeah. Who knows? John's the resurrecting one, not the clone one, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's the resurrecting one. Okay. Aloysius is the cloning one. No? Other way around? John's the cloning one.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
Well, at least that's what I thought I said.
I don't know. Maybe you
I
did.
think
and
I've mixed them up.
I don't know. Okay. So John is the cloning one. So
John is the one with the clones.
Yep.
Aloysius the one that resurrects.
So it is
Aloysius
good.
is the one that we haven't yet managed to kill. He just broke out of prison.
Yep. Yeah, he's the one in the Shadow Realm.
Yep.
Ethereal.
He's the
Ethereal.
one
I know. I
telling
just like
me
these.
ghosts.
Spirit realm.
I know. I just don't get to use the word Shadow Realm enough.
No one does when they don't play Yu-Gi-Oh.
I know. That's it. Okay. I guess we hope that just can hope that Thoradin will be okay on his own.
I'll be fine. Spent most of my
If
life.
nothing else, he's got his horn of summoning warriors, right?
Has it been 7 days?
No, I don't think it has been.
Probably will be by the time we get there.
It's a 4-day trip.
4.
When did we
Oh,
use
so
it?
far.
When did we use it? Oh, we used it on the John fight. So
We used
John
it on
fight.
Aloysius, yeah.
and that was
And then
before.
the next...
That was
It's been-
before Mistress City, wasn't it? So
It's been 4 game days so far.
So by the time we get to
yeah, you'll
to
be
the
fully
Myrkul
yeah,
town,
that's
it'll have refilled with ghosts or whatever it needs 7 days to do.
that's just after they
7
finish
days to-
drinking. You know,
to
that's
Oh,
pull
yeah, they've
through
got to
the
go back
spirits
to
from
Valhalla
Valhalla.
and top
Yeah.
themselves up on
yeah, that's
weed.
it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Have a bit more food, have a bit more drink.
that's it.
Oh, we need it again. Come on, boys.
They all arrive going, lads.
Oh. Chanting Thoradin's name.
So, your long rest. So you create the tiny hut.
Mhm.
As long as Thoradin remains inside the tiny hut as the caster in this scenario of the spell.
Oh,
As long
is
as
he
he main-
stuck inside?
So as long as the caster stays inside the tiny hut, the hut maintains itself.
What if I need the toilet during the night?
If you leave the hut, then the hut disappears.
Don't go for a pee before you cast the spell.
Just stick it out of the hut. Don't all go out the hut, and then you're fine.
Make a hole.
The doorstep. It's not actually a hut, is it, Matt? It's just like
The
a
dome. It's like a
sphere.
dome, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little dome.
That'll be a treat for any passerby. That will.
Yeah. Just try and aim it. Oh no, you can't. I'd say aim it to the like one bit of it is like into a bush, but you can't. You can't really.
You
Aim it in a bush.
Yeah.
you can designate an area of the
It'd still
the
smell
hut
nasty,
as
wouldn't it? It would
Yeah.
still
That's the
smell
posh, yeah.
nasty.
It
Posh
would.
area.
Yeah.
I'll dig a hole and then.
Logistics,
How
man.
you-
It's important.
Very important.
Yeah. But we're all fine though. We can obviously all.
We can just go
go out
wherever
and-
the fuck we
yeah.
like.
Leave and
Yeah.
Megan, whatever
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
As long as you are inside the dome when it's cast, then you can move in
How
and
big?
out.
How big is the dome again?
It's a 20-foot diameter circle.
It's quite large.
It's very big.
It's
You
not-
can
it's
fit
not-
all of you inside comfortably.
Yeah, that's not too bad, is it?
Yeah.
It's alright, we can have a designated,
Corner
Privy.
exactly.
in the circle.
Then again, there is generally a
female.
reason that you jig the privy on the other side of the campsite.
Mm-hmm.
We just make Thoradin go to the toilet before we cast the spell, and then he'll have to hold cross his legs for 8 hours.
Mm.
I mean, Thoradin's never on. Is not on shift anyway.
He's
so-
not on
so-
watch or anything, so
so-
he'll be right.
He can just go to sleep, it's fine, yeah.
Actually, the question is, do we need anybody on watch anymore?
I'd still like
Yes.
to watch.
I mean, to be
Yes,
fair,
we
we're
do.
awake anyway, so it's not like.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, could you imagine we all, if we didn't have the 4 hours thing, if we all just woke up and there were just faces around us.
Oh yeah. I suppose if
And then-
people do surround us, then we do need to. Yeah. we
3,
need to know.
2, 1, dome's gone.
Yeah. So we'll stick to the. Yeah, we'll stick to our.
I definitely think we still need a watch. Although, don't you need to go and prepare that spell of knowing where Aloysius is?
Yes, but I can do that. My 4 hours is a long rest, so I can do that anyway,
Okay.
which I need to do. I haven't prepared that, so we can do that while we're traveling.
Yeah. So you set out your camp the rest of the way as you normally would, out of just general nervousness or just precautions over if the tiny hut is going to behave as you wish. But the night is smooth, and regardless of anyone's toilet needs, it is a it's smooth sailing. And the tiny hut succeeds throughout the night, so you all get a successful long rest. Huzzah! But yeah, it is
No
a
nasty necromancers come by in the night,
not as far as you've seen during anyone on watch.
peering out from the bushes, like.
Yeah. As far as you're aware, as far as you could tell, no one has tried to scry upon any of you. No one has tried to ascertain your location through magical means. So for whatever it's worth, the tiny huts and your materials at hand have succeeded so far.
Cool.
Um,
And I've done some spell changes as well.
Yep, that's fine. It's all well within your long rest. Cool. So the morning, it's a nice, crisp, dewy morning. As anyone on a flat plain will know, and it's very picturesque as you go about your morning traveling. Um, Throughout most of the day, it is again, it's very busy roads. You have to like stop at some points to allow like reams and reams of travelers through. It's not as fast going as you would probably like normally, but it's still going at your standard pace for the most part. Um, and near the end of your travels, oh, I'm moving everything. Near the end of your travels, there around there's a black dot here. Near the end of your travels, there's about 6 hours in. There is a market set up where lots of traders and such trade goods, food, animals, livestock, anything else before those people will leave the Chancellor's farmlands to the north to head to the other areas of the realm. Do you guys want to go in? Do you want to
Is it like
go in?
near evening when we come across this?
Yeah, you've been traveling about 6 hours now. It's nearer the end of your travel time.
Hmm.
You could camp up with the merchants and traders here if you wished. If you didn't mind hanging around, or you can continue on, or it's the decision is completely up to you and yours how you want to go about this.
I don't know if we're trying to keep on the down low about going into town, if we should all be getting out in front of traders and people that may or may not also be going to Myrkul Village or be from there.
Yeah, good idea. We might be able to
Yeah.
travel in with them.
I think it'd be wiser for us to stay in the wagon, most of us. So it's
Maybe only one or two people go.
be if anyone needs to get anything. But I'd keep our numbers low and either look like a tradesman as well or don't look like us.
Well, I'm happy to
We
stay in the
can't
car.
hunt in farmland, so food might be good.
I need to buy a reliquary, so I'll go look around.
You're not going to find one in this market, are you, Krusk?
Yeah,
I
never
never-
a hat.
You never
I'm
know.
gonna put a hand on Krusk and I'm just gonna be like, I'm really sorry, Krusk, but of all of us, you are the bright, shiny half-orc person with
But-
a huge shield and a glowing mood sword. So I kind of feel like
a billowing
maybe
cape.
someone else should look instead of you, just because you're a little bit noticeable.
Talari looked at me last time, so maybe she could go again.
I guess. I suppose so. I mean,
I thought you
suppose.
did a really good job last time, Talari, so I'd like you to to do it again.
I mean, I don't really need anything, but I suppose so.
Well, get us some supplies for the next couple of days and look for Krusk's reliquary while you're at it, I suppose.
Okay.
You are probably the least noticeable out of all of us, unfortunately.
I guess I'll take that as a compliment. But okay. She'll climb out and head towards the market. Yeah, she'll. Yeah, I don't know if you want it,
Oh, cool.
but she will.
This looks somewhat familiar.
I wonder what I hit at.
I think I've been here before.
Oh yeah. Nice.
So yeah, it's fairly nicely decked out of the market. Most of these buildings are fairly temporary. They're very built up and knocked down fairly quickly for depending on the trader. There is a large swath of helm encampment mercenaries trolling the place to ensure that no thievery and no deals being cheated. So quite occasionally you see a random person go along, a random mercenary go along and check a merchant's weights to ensure that they're balanced and fair compared to their own. A few bribes here and there go about. No one's immune to a few bribes, but for the most part, it does seem fairly fair of a marketplace, as fair as any other marketplace you've been to.
Fair.
Is there anything especially you're looking for?
I mean, she'll get the sort of 2-3 days worth of food.
Yeah.
She'll,
5 gold will sort you and the party out for food for the rest of your journey to Myrkul Village.
she'll do that. 5 gold.
And that's a varied selection of meats, cheeses, and
Mhm.
grains for you all. A veritable mixed diet for you all to lay upon.
Is there like any change in clothes, like outfits?
Yes, there is clothes merchants who sell bolts of fabric that can be purchased.
So it's just fabric, so it's not ready made already. They're not like
It's
clothes already. They're just fabrics.
No, not ready made, but you could probably have a feel. If you yourself have some experience, as some of the others have rudimentary experience in
Yeah.
making clothes, it doesn't have to look pretty if you're trying to make clothes, really.
What I'm thinking is to get a selection of fabrics, not just for Thoradin's immediate needs, but generally for the group, or
Yeah.
disguises. Basically, enough to have 5 disguise kits, essentially. Like, if you know what I
Okay.
mean. I don't know how we want to go about it, but
how much is a disguise kit? Disguise kit is 25 gold.
yeah, but that I think has a
So
lot more. Have a lot more.
So
Stuff in it.
This is part of what I was going to say is that you can purchase the amount of stuff that would fit a disguise kit from the various merchants in the market. So you could create your own disguise kit effectively.
Yeah. 25.
For 25 gold per person. And that would just ensure that one person can use a disguise kit on their own.
I think it's worth getting it. I mean, Krusk, you're not going to hide no matter what you put on him. I think maybe 2. I'm thinking 2. I think with 2 we can get Thoradin. Talari can kind of change her outfit anyway because of her robes. Turi has a shadow shawl.
And she has a change of clothes.
And a change of clothes as well. So I think if we cover Thoradin and Nadia, that will help. So she'll get enough for two disguise kits.
Okay, so 50 gold, you get enough materials to create 2 disguise kits, including a change in fabric, a mixture of fabrics, some dyes, some other like random assortment of bits and pieces to try and change your overall appearances to not look as obvious as this has to be Nadia from the Justice Collective, or this is definitely Thoradin from Justice Collective. You can change enough of each other. So changing Thoradin's beard to green or blonde.
I mean,
whatever.
for Krusk, I think the only way we could disguise him is literally he takes his armor off.
No, you could put a poncho on him.
Yeah. I don't know how that's
hides everything.
Yeah, I don't
just
really.
looks,
You
he just
can't.
looks a bit tubby.
I just don't know. I don't know if that's gonna. I don't know if that's gonna work, though. That's the only problem. No. But Yeah, I think, and
Yeah,
also
50 gold total across
Yeah.
those. So
Well,
55 gold
yeah.
total across the for
Yeah.
food as well. Cool.
and she
solid.
will, because she forgot to do it in Mistress City. She'll take a quick glance if she can see anything resembling a phylactery. Reliquary, sorry. That's it. I get those two mixed up.
Reliquary.
No. She asked about a phylactery, Matt. You missed that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
No, okay,
Um,
I think she would remember. I don't remember
Yeah.
because I get those two mixed up all the time.
That's fine. I'm on your side. It's okay.
That'd be funny as hell,
It
though.
would be. Here's a fella. Here's a
Actually,
fella.
point me in the direction of a phylactery. Pardon?
You what? No. So reliquaries. Unfortunately, not in this market. There's rumors that there's like some like toe bones of Azuth laying around in some of the other cities. Scales of Bahamut is actually a very common reliquary that people try and like fob off,
Mm.
or just scales of a dragon that they pretend to be Bahamut or Tiamat.
Right.
Is a very common reliquary because of the dragons that actually do exist in this realm from time to time. There's so there's not any reliquaries here. Your nearest city of Mistress City or Myrkul Village, they'll generally point you to
Yeah.
as potentials. I mean, even losing my own mind a little bit. So even like Tamora Town might have some some special coins from Tamora that are stored on the reliquary.
Mm.
If you're looking for the power that a reliquary can give, there is a challenge of ascending Thrim's tower, and by ascending Thrim's tower, you can be blessed with that of the giant's blessings if you pass his challenge. Although that more from the discussions of people you talk to, it's more of a feat of strength than it is of anything else.
Yeah, I don't think, considering she knows he wants it for a spell, I don't think she'll think that would work, because you need a physical thing. I mean, she'll relay it to Krusk, but we'll probably say, I don't think that's still going to work for your needs.
Do I think it would work?
Climbing Thrim's tower.
Yeah.
While Thrim's tower might if you succeed climbing Thrim's tower as a feat of strength, you are likely to be blessed with immense strength and physical prowess.
Yes.
Probably
Ooh.
not going to help.
Yes.
Probably not going to help you physically cast a spell.
I mean, there's a lot of
Already
people
said.
after me at the moment. Getting a blessing of immense power and strength sounds quite handy. What?
You decided to be a sorcerer. You're puny now. Accept it.
Well, Gus is
Hold
gonna
on to it.
flex. Gus is gonna flex. I've still got my my physicality from working in the mines. However, I just sadly don't get much of a chance to use it. But that sounds like something we should all do. Is the blessing exclusive, or can like multiple people claim it?
I
If
don't
you
see
are
now's
able,
the time.
if you're able to climb Thrim's tower as a feat of strength, you are to be blessed. You can be blessed with Thrim's blessing.
Is this like a Mulan thing where you literally just scale a tower, or is it like it's got floors, you need to like clear them and like fight your way through?
Like a mobile game.
It's not so much a fight per se. It's you have to climb the tower. Many people in this market haven't actually been,
Okay.
but they heard of people who have tried, and it's a feat. They have to, it's an immense feat of strength and endurance to climb the tower.
Oh,
Where's
so you're
the tower?
actually climbing a tower.
Yes.
I've got this image of like Krusk like burdeningly going up the stairs, and then Turi's just running up the wall on the outside, going like 200 feet at like every 6 seconds.
Where's
Krusk,
the
you're too heavy. You need to shred more.
It's 12.
Yeah, I see that.
This is the perfect motivation, Thoradin. It's like it was meant for me. Look, as soon as I start on
No.
my health and fitness journey,
It's meant for me, Krusk. I
No,
need that
Thoradin,
strength.
I will. Once I beat you to the top, Thoradin, then I will train you.
No. The grasshopper becomes the master. No, never have.
Where is the tower? We must seek it out.
12 on the map.
We're not on the.
Oh yeah. We're
Oh,
We're
yeah,
not on the
sorry.
right map, Matt.
Sorry, my bad.
We can only see the
Well,
marketplace.
I'm just saying this
There you
now.
go.
We
12,
don't
12 on
have
the.
Oh,
the
that's
bolt
time.
down.
that's way out of our way.
we'll make the time. We'll make the time.
So we're heading to 15.
Yeah.
Hey!
We're into 15.
Krusk.
Alright,
Krusk, it
I'm
is
gonna jot this down.
literally the opposite direction to the pilgrimage you have to do at the moment. You know, the one that's really important to you. That one.
It's not far.
Gains!
We just go down.
Gotta get the gains!
Dude, it's not even that far. We
It's
just go down the road.
it's far.
It's
It's
like
oh.
6 days travel.
Oh,
Do you not
that's
think
fine.
it's gotta be more
Bahamut
than
will be
that.
more impressed when I turn up?
days from Myrkul's Village.
No. No,
With-
I don't think
with
he'd
muscle.
be more than impressed.
What
You
if things go
decided to
wrong?
go get gains rather than go with your mission of justice. Do you not think that's a little bit like
But Turi, the
Detour.
gains
Those
the gains are
gains
for
can kill us.
justice.
no,
They're
they're
justice
not.
gains.
They're for yourself. It's a selfish act.
No. No, it's for justice, for protecting each one of you in the
Oh
group.
my goodness.
We'll need to strength.
If we
This
go
could be
if
how
we wanna
Thoradin
take
redeems
on a job,
himself.
Impressionable as wet clay.
If we want to kill Cleric and Bane and every motherfucker out there, we
Look,
need strength.
You know,
How about
if we're going
this?
to the domain of death, we could do with blessings of strength.
Yeah. Gonna
We've
need
already
this.
made one fucking detour of 4 days to go to bloody Myrkul Village. We're not going on any more fucking detours.
Look, how about this, Krusk? If we survive the domain of death, if you pray and I pray, because I'm going to check to Bahamut and ask, is it worth going up Thrim's tower to gain the strength blessing when, you know, you asked us to go to the temple? You know, if he says, yeah, no, that's the right thing to do, you should totally take that detour, then sure, let's do that. But if he doesn't, then we're going to the temple after we deal with Talari's stuff. Okay?
I just feared, Turi, that what if someone falls in the death domain?
Yeah. And that
What if I
strength
wasn't
will
strong
save
enough
your life.
to save
Yeah.
them?
Think about it.
Krusk, the
Bonnie
only
is gonna
thing
get
I
bloody
want you
killed,
to
it's gonna
be
be you.
doing in the death domain is using your magical powers to heal us and keep us alive so no one
Yeah.
dies.
You are
Strength is not going to be important for that.
you are a
Mm.
And not
sorcerer,
charging
Krusk.
into the middle of things again and getting yourself killed again.
And Thoradin, you don't need any more strength. You're plenty strong as it is. And on top of that, you have an army of mindless warriors at your beck and call. So I really do not think you need any more strength.
You need ambition in life. If you hit a ceiling, you won't get anywhere. You need to keep aiming for higher and higher again.
So, here's the deal. Once we deal with all of this crap, with Bane and Cyric and the fucking unbalance of the world that's really kind of important, then you two can go on your little boys out there outing and go up the fucking tower, okay?
When you get to the top, you can probably compare dick sizes if that'll make you happy.
It's only a small detour. It's going to help us in the long run. If we don't have
How
every
big is the
asset we need-
detour? How big is the
I'm,
detour?
I'm,
It's
I'm
literally
really sorry.
6 days each way.
This is 6 days to get to Frim.
Yeah, it's
So
like a week.
yeah, from Myrkul
That's my
Village it's 6
guess.
days.
What is
From
Frim?
Mystery
Is
City
this,
it's 5 days.
what is Frim? Is this legit? Is he like the god of strength or something? Or
Thrym is the frost giant god of frost giants.
oh, it's gotta be legit. I
We can
mean,
get Arg to teleport us there and back. Easy.
yeah, cool Arg.
No.
Get him on the
Yes,
blur.
I'll pay him
Do
a
us
bit.
any more
Pay him a
favors.
No.
I
Didn't
mean,
he,
if we're
didn't, he
saving the
teleport, didn't he
world,
teleport you home for like a house visit? This is
No,
this
he
is the
did
fate
not.
of the death domain.
I paid a
Yeah.
merchant to teleport me home.
I could pay a merchant. How much
Yeah.
was it?
Yes, you could. Just don't go bothering Arg because you want to climb this stupid fucking tower. He has better
You-
things to do than listen to your bullshit.
You guys have been very dismissive. This could be important.
yeah.
Okay.
Blessing of
Okay.
strength from a god.
Turi puts a hand up for a second and is just like, right, okay.
Nadia's
Quick
gonna bang
question.
her head against the thing of the cart, like in frustration.
Nadia, how much
What?
did it cost you to get the teleport there and back?
I can't fucking remember. Matt, how much did it cost me?
Good question.
Some 100 gold or something.
I
Several
think it
hundred
was
gold. Something like 500 gold or 300 gold or loads of money. It was
Easy.
really.
Can do that.
Thought you were skint.
Strength. For immense strength, it's worth it.
for the 4 days it was 680 gold.
Wow.
600 gold?
Right, here's the deal.
600
You
gold.
two You
Insane.
Yeah,
two
600
each pay
gold.
someone 600 gold to go teleport there, walk up your little tower, get your feat of strength, and then teleport back to us. Fine.
Is that per person, Matt? Because teleport's like 8 people or something, isn't it? In one go.
No, so it covered her and 6 other people to Saloon
Oh,
Port.
okay. So it's like a train.
Yeah, because I
kind
think
of, isn't
Talari
it?
went with you, didn't she, for that one? So
Well, it's a small distance as well. It won't be that much, surely.
Yeah, it was some
course,
ridiculous
teleport,
amount
mate.
of money.
I mean, I can't afford
Yes,
600
teleport's
dollars.
the thing is, as well, you're probably
I-
going to have to wait till Mistress City to do that anyway. Because let's face it, if you're going to find anybody who's going to do it
Oh,
for
yeah.
you,
Yeah.
It'll be Mistress City.
yeah.
I think we should put it on the list, though. I mean, it could be legit really useful.
Add it to the side quest list. I mean,
So,
you know,
Here's the deal then. You two really want to do it? Fine. You save up your little pennies, you find 680 gold, or however much it's going to cost. When we come back to Mistress City, you teleport yourselves there, you do the thing, and then we teleport back. If you want to do it together, fine. Pay for us. I'm not paying for myself, because I don't want to do this stupid dick comparing size challenge.
You're
I
right.
will run up
Jake
that
said it's not.
tower in flat 4 minutes. Who knows?
Mm.
True, we know gods exist and they're interfering with the world. This could be a legitimate benefit.
I mean,
It's not about.
if you can find a way to teleport there and back, it's slightly
Yeah.
more justified. Traveling there for 6 days and 6 days back, 5 days from Mistra,
Waste
Prob-
of
Hmm.
time.
that's probably not so justifiable.
That's
But-
fair.
but
But
if you
if
can
we
find
find a way
someone-
to teleport,
If you
we
can
should
find someone to
definitely do it.
teleport, and if might as well teleport us all if you can. We're obviously you two are paying, and then
I
We'll
hate
look-
to point this out,
we'll all go.
but they're gonna have to teleport the horse as well.
We don't have to. We can sleep a horse. Get it?
Yeah, but then we'd have
Screw
to.
the horse.
We'd
I'm not paying
then
for
we'd
the
have
horse.
to
I'm
go
not
all
paying
the way
for the
back
horse.
to wherever we'd left the bloody horse.
No, it's a round trip,
buy-
isn't it? The ticket.
Buy a new
What
horse.
we're
I'm
saying
not-
is we go to Myrkul Village, we travel back to Mistress City, put
Yep.
the horse in the stables, teleport from Mistress City down to Thrym,
Yep.
then teleport
From
Thrym
Thrym back to
back
Mistress City,
to Mistress City
where our horse is.
before we decide to deal with Death Domain, whatever.
Could
Okay.
work.
Before,
Yeah.
because we might not have the time.
If we've got the
We
time.
might not have the time. If the
yeah.
time doesn't occur, then we're
Yeah.
fucked anyway.
Yes.
It will be worth the time.
If we can fit the time in, if we
If
turn
the
up,
time is
if
there,
we turn up and
Sure.
we go, well, we got to do this now, then we got to do it now. But if we have, I don't know, 3 days to prepare, then we've got the time.
a deal,
Seems like a compromise.
children.
When we get this strength, you'll be bound down for
look,
us.
I don't doubt that
It
it'll be
seems
helpful.
highly unlikely.
If you manage
strength
to
of
do
a
it and you get some
giant.
extra strength, sure, it will be great. I'm just saying.
If you fall off the
huge
tower
waste
and go
of time.
splat, then you're gonna look like a right arse, aren't you?
I think it's silly to be so close-minded when it comes to the gods. This could very well be a significant benefit.
I'm not being closed-minded. I'm saying you two are comparing dick sizes more than you're thinking about the benefit.
That's
or the
why you're
mission.
being closed-minded, Turi, because you think it's about dick sizing.
No, it's all for the betterment of the Justice Collective.
It's about the
We have that
metaphorical dick size.
Hey, shut up! Quiet your voices. We're not meant to be the Justice Collective right now.
Look, I think
Shout.
the issue here, as far as I'm concerned, is time. If you can make it work within the time, I don't have a personal problem with it.
I agree. If that's going to be the case, then fine. But I'm not going 10 days out of our way.
No.
I think,
Not,
You
not
can
at
climb a
this
tower
point.
that you're probably gonna fall off of anyway.
I think Turi's plan is good, but it's more the point of this is a god thing, right? It could be something legitimate. We've all had god brands, we've all had god dreams, but you think a
The
tower is so far-fetched?
legitimacy
Oh
isn't
no, no,
the
no,
point.
no. I'm not
The
saying about the
legitimacy
legitimacy.
is nowhere near the point. It probably you do get a bloody blessing if you make it to the top. So fucking what? It's not worth it.
How do you
That
know
is
it's
the
not worth
point.
it? You don't even know what the blessing is.
Yeah.
What if
No,
it
no,
is
no.
worth it? I
It-
mean,
I mean,
Thoradin's god summoned a storm, right? I mean, we're not saying it's a good thing, but they've got
Okay,
real
it's the
power.
season's turn. Who gives a shit?
Nadia, you're
What
being
does this match
closed-minded.
consist
You're being
of?
extremely
No, no, no,
closed-minded.
no, no.
We don't
You
know.
don't
what the
understand
deal
what
is.
we're saying here, Krusk. You are now magicy. You trying to get a feat of strength is literally pointless because the main benefit of you right now, in regards to us fighting, is healing us and stopping us from dying. No
And
offense.
casting that spell to
And
stop
casting
yourself from
spells.
dying.
That is your great purpose now.
That's
So
true.
you
actually,
getting a
but-
feat of strength is kind of pointless.
I mean-
Thoradin, fair enough. Him getting a feat of strength, super helpful. Destroy more things, more damage, great.
Nadia
But
as well.
I am
Nadia would
not
benefit.
going.
That's true, Nadia. Yeah, I mean, anyone
Nadia
who
would
fights
also
up
be super
close.
helpful.
Destroy more things, and that's great.
But
Over.
10,
Yeah,
11
we-
days
Over up the
out of the
tower.
way when we're already kind of pushing it is a bit
Yeah.
much. Because I don't want the people in Mystery City who already have medallions coming into a little circle together, deciding to destroy 3 of them. Because we don't know if that's possible, if they can destroy 3 without the other 2.
Mm.
They wanted all 5. They'll wait a bit longer than
They
this
wanted all
before they-
5 to come to Mystery City. But did they want all 5 at the exact same time, or did they just
Yes.
want all 5 to
Yes,
end up
they
there?
specifically need all 5 together because
Hmm.
that way they can release the demon it contains and destroy him.
Otherwise, why not just
That
do
was the whole
yeah?
plan.
Otherwise, why not
Otherwise,
just do
they
them one
would've
by
just
one?
destroyed them one by
Okay,
one
okay,
wherever they
Yeah.
were.
okay, that's fine then. But what I'm saying is, there is more time for the enemy to decide to do something with this. There is more time for the people with the medallions to decide, you know what, I like this power, I'm gonna fuck off. There is
Mm.
more time for things to go awry when we're already cutting it pretty close.
No,
That
that's
is
true.
why I'm
I
not
mean,
okay with 11 days for the sorcerer to get a feat of strength. Do you get my meaning?
no, that's fair enough. I mean, no, the teleport plan. I think if we can teleport there, we should. And anyone who fights up close, which is, I guess, you, Nadia, and Thoradin, you should all take part because there's no reason not to.
I will take part just to show you that speed is better than strength when I run up a tower before any of your asses even make it off the first step.
Oh,
Might be a
that's
trick.
cheating.
You never know. They
Don't
might
think
have an
it'll be that
anti-magic field or
easy.
something. You never know.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had a
Well-
tower, if I had a challenge at that, I'd be sure to put an anti-magic field around it.
I don't need to worry about anti-magic. I can physically run up walls.
Oh, okay. Magically or physically?
Oh, I'm just pretty fucking cool.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Just
Fair
That
enough.
good.
Fair enough.
Hold on. I may be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure it was level 9. I got this.
I just because I know some of those things can be you magically run up walls, so I don't know whether it actually says you can.
No, like at one point I get vertical and yeah, you can move along vertical surfaces and across liquids on your turn without falling during the move.
During the
So I
move, that
just-
means you have to make the entire distance in your movement. If you stop on a vertical surface, you will
Tell
fall.
me one tower that doesn't have a window.
This one.
All right.
The level
Okay.
nine
Yeah. You never know. You never know. But yeah. Okay. I mean, if you're grabbing onto it, I guess between movements, then
Yeah,
all right.
if there's an anti-magic field, obviously it's going to be a lot harder. But if there isn't, then
Yeah.
run,
Yeah.
run, hover, run, hover, run, hover.
Yeah. Yeah. So yes, are we? It sounds like we're in agreement then of your side shenanigans.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Turi needs an immovable rod.
And the other thing I was going to mention, I should have probably led with this. You'd think I would have led with this before the tower, but never mind.
It happens.
You should have never talked about the bloody tower.
I know. Tell me about it. Secured food. I also bought some bags of cloth because we're talking about trying to disguise Thoradin. I figured, well, why not actually disguise him properly?
That's a great idea.
I could only really
Yeah, good
afford
idea.
2. They were. I mean, we're still here. I mean, we're still here. It's 25 gold if anyone else wants to buy another one. I could just about afford 2. I could afford 2 of these. They're 25 gold each, but because I wasn't quite sure.
14 gold.
I mean, I can change my outfit like easily. Turi, you're very sneaky and shadowy and everything. I
I'm
wasn't
also
quite
flirty at
sure.
the moment.
I wasn't quite sure what to do with Krusk's, ensemble.
Krusk, how would you feel about not wearing the armor?
Can't do that. This armor is to shield us.
I don't
Okay.
really know if covering the armor in fabric is really going to.
No, it's not going to do shit.
Because you would hear it,
Because-
like even if you covered it, you'd hear it.
I mean, we'd have to muffle it somehow, and that would probably mean that Krusk couldn't actually move properly, which would even look more awkward and more obvious.
Mm.
Trying
we
to
should
think of
just
like.
straight up turn them invisible.
mm, trying to think.
Invisible doesn't hide sounds though, so
Mm.
it wouldn't
You,
wouldn't
you
work.
have that
It'd still
silence
be
spell,
creeping
right?
along.
I do, yeah. Sorry?
I think we might be overthinking it again.
Possibly. I wanted to make sure we had options because
It's a good idea. I meant the Krusk thing, like making
Oh.
him invisible and then a silent spell to for the fact he clinks.
yeah. I mean, like I said, it would solve it just by having no armor on, but never mind.
Detached.
Yes.
I'm really vulnerable without my armor. If anything did happen, I can't put it back on in time.
Don't worry, we have a healer.
Yes.
I would
Right.
worry if I were you. He keeps getting shanked with it. Imagine how bad he'll be without it.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
He should be playing to his strengths right now, which is staying back and casting spells.
You should have had like armor you could magically put on and off.
Well, that would be cool.
Whoop,
Actually, it'd be cool.
whoop,
Yeah.
whoop.
Maybe next time I come into some money.
There was that quick doff armor that you found in one of the cities
Yeah.
that was helpful for strippers and such.
But that's only to get it off, and that doesn't
So it's
make it
getting
come
it
on.
off. It's getting on
back
that we
on,
want
yeah.
as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
That was funny though. that armor.
Yeah.
Helpful for strippers.
Stripper
Yeah.
I've forgotten about that.
Oh my god. Who's called for their knight in shining armor?
Uh, yeah. Okay. Is there anything else you wish to do in the marketplace?
Wish we'd left 20 minutes ago, man. I see, that is. OC, the whole thing's hilarious, but I see Nadia's definitely like, yeah, we should have left
Done.
20 minutes ago.
Done.
Turi also wanted to leave 20 minutes ago.
Zip. So, are you happy to travel another further 2 hours to create your own camp, or do you want to camp with the marketplace people?
Nah, I think we'd move on.
Wanna
We've
stay
got
I
we've
think
got
we're pressing
people.
on. We've got a
Yeah.
deadline. Well, we haven't got a deadline, but we want to hurry up, don't
We
we?
have a semi-deadline.
and we've
also
got
wanna
we've
stay.
got basically like the ring now, so we don't really have to worry about safety in numbers kind of thing.
It's more difficult for us to be harmed, yeah.
That's fair. Okay. So, the next day, again, it's very much similar to your first day of traveling, and second day of traveling. It's very much very busy. Lots of people just very busy getting about their business. Every now and again, people will stop and try and sell things as you're going. So apples, oranges, and wheat if if you're so inclined. But it's still smooth sailing. And you get to the end of your third day of traveling. Second and a half day of traveling, or effectively third day of traveling. In calm fashion. The long rest again is fairly uneventful for you guys. You got into the routine of just knowing to pee first and go to the bathroom first, and then before you cast off your spell for the night. But it's getting to a good routine for you guys. It's a comfort and a help to ensure that you guys are
Could
safe.
I before we head into the dome, could I try casting locate creature on Aloysius?
Yeah. He seems to be in front of you, as in the direction where you're traveling to.
Ah,
Not-
Interesting. I suppose there's no reason he couldn't teleport. Yeah.
How close, or doesn't it say?
He's further than 1,000 feet.
Yeah. So if it's yeah.
If he's
God.
waiting for us.
Yeah.
In,
I'll
well,
I'll
I
obviously
can't be impressed.
I'll obviously relay that. Yeah.
Isn't he a follower of Myrkul? His thing had a Myrkul symbol on it.
He seemed to pipe up interested when we talked about Myrkul too.
Mm.
I hope he doesn't.
FYI, you don't need to be a follower to put the symbol on, but yeah, he probably is, unless it's like a evil master plan.
I mean, it was on his. It was well. If say you say that, it was on his spirit
It
guardian.
was on his spirit thingy.
That's what I mean. You don't need to be a follower, do you?
I mean, it's aligned to
You-
whatever
No,
divine
it's
power
very-
is giving you your
Oh,
strength.
okay, fine. I thought you could pick.
So if my one, that's why my one, when I summoned mine, had
You're stuck with
Kellenvor.
Kellenvor, aren't you?
yes.
What spell is this again? Spirit Guardian.
I believe it's spirit guardian. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Because I cast mine as well, and that would have had the symbol of Kellenvor on it.
Oh, sorry, Guardian of Faith. Sorry, it's called.
It's a guardian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it says the symbol of your deity. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seems unlikely anyway that he'd put another god symbol on his thing if he had the choice.
Yeah.
It does also mean there's a really strong chance he's there, which makes it even more difficult for us to move around.
I did say, but
Well, there's one thing about people knowing our reputation. There's another of somebody who's literally been in a fight with us
Mhm.
true.
and is trying to kill us, one
Trust
person
in particular.
specifically.
Hmm.
So
Maybe
Actually,
he's,
there's a point about that which we should probably keep in mind. He seems pretty hard, like, hold on to the fact he feels like he has to kill Krusk first before he can kill anyone else. So if we just make sure Krusk stays alive, chances are he won't kill the rest of us. I don't know how attuned he is to that specific feeling, but it seems
What?
pretty, you know, he's pretty on that.
So basically, that means I have to be Krusk's shadow for the foreseeable.
Well, what if we fake Krusk's death? Will he stop going harder?
Probably.
Krusk faked Krusk's death multiple times.
That's a really good idea. We're getting a lot of heat,
Just
and I
fake-
feel like a lot of it's to me. What if we
Yeah.
publicly fake Crust
Well, we
death?
could use Krusk as bait as well. And then
Potentially sacrifice me and Myrkul.
Oh my
Premium
word!
sacrifice.
No!
get Argin and then
He'd-
turn him into potato as soon as he gets close.
Oh my god! I mean,
Dude, we need Guile back, man. This is like his forte.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we don't have Guile. He was even more full of shit than the rest of you.
Oh man, Guile would solve all our problems if he was here.
He will create 3 new ones
that is very yes.
and not solve the old one.
He's very much a 3 steps back, 2 steps forward kind of person. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's kind of you to give him 2 steps forward.
Yes. Well. Yeah. That's true.
2 small steps for him. You know, he's a smaller
One
guy.
regular
He can't
step.
talk much.
I'm bigger than him.
True.
That's-
True.
Yeah.
True.
Not by much.
Yeah. Yeah. Because dwarves are still medium in theory, so
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's more about the width, though, I think.
I think so. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
They take up 5 meter space, no matter what. No, 5
Rude.
feet, like 5 feet space. Yeah. Yeah. But yes, we should probably be very worried about all the more reasons that it's a good thing Thoradin's going to be fabricked up.
Disguised.
Might want to decide how you want to fashion this. I want to decide how you want to use this fabric.
Does anyone else in this group know how to sew?
It's got to be stylish.
I mean, I've sewed people up. Does that
I'm
count?
pretty
Has
good
nobody
with the
else here
herbalism.
ever made a garment?
I was enslaved for most of my childhood, so
I
That
was
doesn't mean you can't
more.
make clothes.
I mean, I
Like,
bought my clothes, and
My
then I had a
skill
uniform,
sets are more around like.
and I had a uniform. So.
we just wore a loincloth.
I don't wear clothes, yeah.
And he's looking at all of you with a face of complete like, what the fuck?
I more like learned about like different potions and like herbalism kind of stuff, things that you can poison people with. Not so much the whole sewing
Have
stuff.
you never repaired your clothes?
No,
I don't ever really did anything
just
that
kind of
would
put
warrant
more
them.
bandages, more like fabric over the top and tie it. That was pretty much it. Did you remember what I wore before?
Yeah, but it was still. Never mind.
I mean, like I said, I would never put myself in a situation where my clothes got damaged. The only ones
What
that did, the only ones
damage.
that did were the ones at work, and then they provided that outfit. So
They give you a new robe, do they?
exactly,
They're just a brand new robe.
yeah, well, it's part of the job, isn't it? When you're treating
I- I'm not-
gladiators, then you have to.
Sewed up a couple of wounds before.
I mean, yeah, I've
they're
sewn up.
mostly
Yeah, exactly.
open, but
I've sewn up wounds. That's about
So
it.
none of you can drive a horse.
No.
and none of you can sow a seed.
Okay, just want to be clear here. I lived in one city my entire life and was mainly,
You
walking
get a free
around
pass
walls.
from being brought up by a weird
Thank you.
assassin cult.
Thank
I mean,
you.
Everybody else, what the fuck?
I can
I
bring.
literally
I can bring
spent my
people.
childhood in the mines toiling away.
mean,
there wasn't
I-
much time for
The other
sewing.
two of you, what the fuck?
I can ride a horse. It's just that bloody horse. It's just the horse has got a problem with me. It's got a problem with me.
I can bring people back
I
from
can
the
ride
dead.
other horses.
No one else can.
That's a pretty good gotcha. I can resurrect the
Yeah.
dead.
That
You know.
trumps everything.
That trumps everything.
Punch
So
Yeah,
really
but if it
fast.
wasn't for the people who can sew clothes, you'll be resurrecting the dead in the nude.
I mean,
I
we're
feel like
born.
you're overplaying this sewing thing.
We're-
Like, not everyone
We're
sews.
born. We're born nude. Thoradin's
those-
nude most of the time.
Yeah,
There are
exactly.
tailors and seamstresses that you just contact.
I
for
mean, everyone-
clothing issues.
I mean,
Maybe.
we live in towns that have clothiers like everyone, in there. Why would I ever need to do it myself? I earned a good
Exactly.
I earned a good salary, wage. If I
Mm.
needed stuff fixed, I go to the clothier.
just go to
Fucking
the appropriate Death Cult member, do the whole, hey, I need this. Cool, great.
Sorry,
Thanks,
the
cheers.
the idea of a member of a death cult who is just dedicated to making clothes is
Oh no, they're not just dedicated
probably
to that.
accurate but funny.
They're not
It's
just
like
dedicated to
Talari
that.
and a
you
hooded
know.
circle and chanting. It doesn't really fit.
Do you
Or
think
work your way
assassins
up.
get all their assassin outfits?
Yeah,
Do they have
exactly. You
a-
got to get the.
Exactly,
There's,
you
there's
need
a
an
laundry
assassin
bitch.
tailor.
There's a
Look,
laundry
I'm
Yeah.
just
bitch to work
saying,
way up.
when we were getting out Krusk out of prison, the way I got the stuff out of the prison was I talked to the guards because they were Death Cult members. It's that simple. We just had people everywhere. Just had a little chat, said your thing, they said their thing, shook
Fucking
hands.
mad. So that
asked
means
for
I'm gonna have
stuff.
to make Thoradin a thing because nobody else can sew in a straight line.
Yeah.
Pretty
just
much.
make
If
it
you
look-
want it to look good, yeah. If you want him to look homeless, we can do it.
No, I can't do that. Can't look homeless. I'll
Just
die.
in case someone tries to sacrifice you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Fucking
I've got to
mad.
come back.
It would be preferred, yeah.
Yes.
It would be preferred. I
Sorry.
guess.
I don't know what you're going to make though. Hat, I guess. Scarf.
hat.
I don't know. What are you gonna? A
It's not
waistcoat.
missing.
Disguise the whole of Thoradin. A hat. Do you know what he really needs? That'll disguise him properly. A shirt.
That would
Yeah.
help.
Nobody will know it is Thoradin. They'll be that dwarf is
Oh,
wearing
actually,
a shirt.
that's
Can't
true.
possibly be Thoradin.
I suppose
true.
hiding the fluorescent tattoos.
And the fluorescent, yeah, the
You
glowing
probably-
tattoos
yeah.
are a bit of a
Well,
fucking
probably-
giveaway.
yeah, yeah. But they probably show up through the. You have to be a
And
dark material.
ridiculous beard, you know.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Hey,
it's a
it's
lot
not
of black
ridiculous.
material. I've
You
got
should
to
say
you.
you should shave your beard. That would be
No.
perfect. No one will recognise you.
Oh,
That is
man.
blasphemy, Krusk.
He's
Yeah,
not gonna.
Look,
I
we've all got to make sacrifices for Odin.
Says the
okay?
man who
One
doesn't want to
person
take
has
his
a beard.
armor off. No sacrifices. Yeah.
Someone
Like the
touches my
idea of
beard.
like Tyrion in the corner, just like, don't shave the beard. The beard's great. Don't shave it.
You shave the
She,
beard.
she likes your beard.
You lose a hand.
Thank
Don't
Sure.
shave
Whoa.
the beard.
Thank
No,
you.
what you do is you braid it up the side, and then it looks like a short beard, not a long one.
Can you like?
Yeah, he's kind of somewhat got it braided.
Can you not like tie it
I
up
could-
Yeah, but
into
if
your
you
hair and
braid
make it go
yeah,
behind
you braid it up like here, and then you tuck it
Oh,
into
I
your
see.
hair, and
That's a
then
weird look.
yeah, but then it just looks
Cool.
like a shorter beard.
you? You know,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
That's doable.
And then it won't, hang down and be
You know. Yeah.
glorious and beardy, and it'll just look like more hair.
Sweet.
That work.
Fucking hell.
Just don't shave it. He likes the beard.
I think Thoradin
Terry
also
didn't
liked
like
the
the bid
beard
for
if the threats against Krusk's limbs were anything to go by.
Say again, sorry. I heard threats against cross limbs.
Touch
Oh,
my beard.
Thoradin was
you
threatening
lose
to
a
chop your
hand.
hand off if you
Oh,
tried
yeah,
to shave
yeah.
his beard off. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah. Fortunate.
Cool.
Yeah. So you are aware of where Aloysius is tends to be. It's a strong likelihood that he is in Myrkul Village right now.
Little bastard.
But your long rest does go on, as it has done previously. The tiny hut is maintained, and while the smell sometimes can be a bit bad, it's useful.
Which watch does Turi take? She does the one that's
I'm the
like at
first
midnight.
one,
Are you the
because
first
that
one?
goes into the darkest part, and then Talari takes the next one because that begins to go into the dawn, which is a bit lighter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In that case, Nadia's going to wait until everybody else has gone to sleep and ambush you for like some deep and meaningful conversation. I'm afraid.
Okay, hi. Don't you want to sleep? It's it's getting dark out, and tight schedule. You okay?
This is probably going to be a really shit question to ask. I'm going to ask it anyway because you are the one person here who might be able to give me an answer.
I don't know about that, but okay.
She definitely looks like unimpressed with the state of the world as she says this, like kind of annoyed. You were brought up to be an assassin, right?
Oof, too soon.
Mm.
I told you it was a shit question to ask.
Well, yeah, I was.
And then you find out it's lies, and you decided, okay, I'm going to be something different now. How the fuck did you manage that? How do you deal with that?
Oh, this is. No, you're not wrong. This is a shit question. I guess when you're beaten and bashed into a particular shape that doesn't necessarily fit, but you're squeezed into that space anyway, and it doesn't matter how much you don't fit or how much you're not meant to be that way. The people putting you there beat and squeeze and crush until it works. Find out that everything they did was not so much for nothing, but an illusion or a lie, not even for something that you rightly or wrongly so believed in too. I guess the mesh that was holding me in place, left by those beatings, just kind of snapped. And this is what came out.
So you think you were always meant to be different, but you weren't allowed?
I hope so. If not that, then I know you, all of you, have treated me differently. And in a way that I wasn't treated before, made me feel like a person. And I guess that made me think I could make my own decisions about the type of person I should be, not the type of person they wanted me to be. And I guess whether I was that person before and I've chosen to be the person I am now, or I was never the person they tried to make me, I won't really know. I guess that's okay. I have a fair life ahead of me to figure that out if I can. If I can't, I'll be just the person I choose to be now, or the person I was meant to be and never allowed to be.
You're only
But
200 years old after all.
Oh, exactly, you know, I've got a whole life ahead of me. There's at least, what, 800 and something years left, or whatever. Plenty of time. Yeah, I guess I'm still figuring it out. I saw people like Krusk give his life for people he only knew for a few weeks. I saw Talari, who doesn't like touching people and doesn't really like talking to people, heal us and put our wounds back together. And now, recently, I've seen Thoradin, who, is somewhat incredibly selfish in
I
a
was gonna
lot of
say a selfish
cases,
ass. Yeah.
has managed to even make a choice and decision that could benefit him, but not really. And there's
Isn't
more
completely
important.
selfish decision. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess I don't know enough about people to understand if people can change or not, so I don't get it. I don't really know if I was always meant to be what I am now or if I just chose to be this way. I don't know if that answers your question. This is a lot. I'm not really used to talking about feelings with people.
Yeah. Sorry to do this to you. She's gonna reach out and pat Cherry on the knee.
It's okay.
And that kind of idle way that Nadia has a tendency to randomly touch people.
Do you want to splurge about feelings? I don't know what question you want me to ask.
To be fair, that's a pretty good one. I am having to be something I have never before been, and it's really fucking difficult. Making plans is not my thing. Being sensible is very definitely not my thing. I am not trusted to make plans. I can't be trusted to make sensible decisions. And I've been making the plans for this group for weeks.
Well, maybe it's not so much that you couldn't be trusted to make those decisions, but you were never given the opportunity to make those plans and decisions and the opportunity to learn to be the planner and trusted thinking person. If you're
I'm a
put into
berserker. It doesn't lend itself to like making
and
good
I'm an
plans.
assassin, but I'm now trying to save people and not kill people when they fight and try to kill me. So maybe put yourself outside of the box.
It's a box that sort of follows you about.
I know it's tagging along chained behind you, but it doesn't mean you have to be in it.
Hmm.
It's terrifying. It's sometimes annoying as fuck. Very
Eventually, I'm
frustrating.
going to get it wrong.
And so will I. But I guess that's kind of the point of learning.
I don't like it, and thinking too much makes my head hurt.
Oh no, I don't like it either. Do you know how many people I could have dropped in last month? Like those kobolds. I was so close. It would have been so easy. And oh, Aloysius, I wish I killed him immediately. It's so frustrating that he's now on the tail because I had the chance to just
I forgot spellcaster could vanish.
ugh, so annoying. And we had him the first time we met him. Had him in chains. I knew he was dangerous. Still took him to a prison instead of just straight up stabbing him.
So we get for trying to do the right thing, I suppose.
Exactly. It's just frustrating as hell. But I guess that's kind of the point. No one's just born good at something that they aren't used to. You learn. I trained, as you said, I was raised to be an assassin. I trained to fight like that. I'm now having to train myself not to fight the same way. Not to do the killing instinct. to aim
Nathaniel
for the.
always makes my plans.
There you go. He always made your plans. Now you have to make your own plans.
Yeah, I'm shit at it.
I think you've done pretty well so far.
Yet, nothing has gone off the rails.
We haven't, as well. I mean, I know we've come close a few times, but you've been making the plans, and think of it this way: we haven't died.
It's a pretty low bar, but I
Look.
guess.
Frankly, it's the only bar that really counts. Some success and no death.
She shrugs. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep it up.
And when that happens, we'll work it all out together. Because if I've learned anything so far, is that we are a bumbling bunch of idiots that somehow survive terrifying things.
Unless we're Krusk.
Unless we're Krusk, who just gets his extra life back for some fucked up reason.
Now I know why he wanted a cat. We
Oh
both have 9 lives.
I think he has 9. I cannot handle that many more versions of Krusk.
Yeah, neither can I. Like, the last one was bad enough. I want to stick with this one.
This one's good so far.
Not
know,
raging asshole.
Krusk's decency with some of his idiocy gone, but some of it's still there, but we can work on that.
There's a baseline that just doesn't leave.
Exactly.
Even the
Exactly.
asshole one was a bit of an idiot.
Yeah. Working on it. Unless Krusk version 9 is like peak conditions and I'm out. Honestly, I cannot handle it.
Just a theory.
Honestly, I'm hoping you're wrong.
So do I, really. Thanks.
No problem. I really don't know if I did any good there. This is also very new to me, so I probably fucked up in a couple of places. But I hope we had a nice chat. Should probably get some sleep now, and I don't know how much longer I can handle this.
Yeah, right, I'll fuck off.
Okay, give me like one more day, and then I can go for round 2 if it's needed.
She's just gonna laugh and take herself back off to wherever she was sleeping. I love Turi and her attempts at emotions.
Mm.
She's so good.
And on that emotion roller coaster bombshell, what will befall you guys in Myrkul Village? What is ahead of you? What can Thoradin get out of his contacts in Myrkul Village? Can you disguise him well enough? Next time on the Ascendant Lands, we will find out.